Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, July 28th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. First up, Google has removed Google Instant from their desktop results. Google Instant was launched several years ago, back in September 2010. Basically what it did was, as you started typing in the Google search box, Google would actually show you search results instantly as you started typing. So if you would type in flowers, it would start to show you search results for flowers, but then you start like flowers that are based in New York, it would start fine-tuning those instant results in the search results very, very, very quickly. That was Google Instant. Google launched it again in 2010. It was a huge change for them. They called it the future of search. I think Marissa Mayer, who was an executive at Google then, now is, I guess, a failed CEO at Yahoo, was behind that. And it was a really, really big deal. Google said the reason they're removing that is because it doesn't really go in line with the mobile search and the mobile interface. And they want to make those two, mobile and desktop, on par with each other. So it's gone, and it's good riddance. Other big news is that Google is actually testing, surprisingly they admitted to this, testing auto-playing videos in the core web search results. So if you do a search for any movie or any movie or any type of TV show, what you see maybe is Google actually autoplay the video in the knowledge panel on the right-hand side. Jennifer Slegg caught this first. I was shocked, so was everybody else. They're saying, no way they're doing this. I emailed Google. Google actually confirmed, yes, they are testing this. Here is a Googler saying it's an experiment. And basically what happens with this video over here would actually dynamically just start playing right in the search results without you clicking play. And that really goes against everything that Google really stands for, in my opinion, is, you know, why they would autoplay something that's so annoying to actually have something autoplay in a place that you don't expect it. There's nothing worse. Than annoying the user, and that is an annoyance to the user. And Google, I'm surprised Google's even testing that. But at this point, I guess, who knows what Google's doing. So we'll see. I did a poll this week asking if black hat SEO is dying. Over the course of the past 5-10 years or so, a lot of black hats that I know in the past no longer are in that black hat realm. They're more in the enterprise SEO, white hat SEO realm. But that being said, I did a poll based on a black hat world thread in a community, in the black hat community, saying, you know, really, is black hat SEO? These are black hats asking black hats, is our industry dying? And of course, not everybody agrees with that. We did a poll. Here are the early results. We have almost 750 results. You can see it's pretty split. Yes, no, maybe, you know, type of responses. And I'll let that accumulate. If you haven't taken the poll, definitely take the poll, or tell your friends to take the poll. And I'll definitely share those results as it becomes, you know, as we get finalize those results. Google said that sticky footers, the footers that actually stick to, like if you had a footer, and as I scroll, that footer would actually stay the whole time. Those are okay or within Google's Webmaster Guidelines. You're not doing anything wrong by doing that. Just make sure not to do it in an annoying way where you have things flying all over the place, or it's obtrusive, or gets in the way. Make sure your footer is not in the way of your content, but at the same time, sticky footers are okay with Google, and you definitely can use them. Google is rolling out, and you should probably see them now, new site link formats for the organic search results. We saw the Google testing this for about a year, and basically these are carousel-based site links. So you actually scroll through these card-based carousel site links to see. Let me zoom in a little bit there so you can see it. To see, like, these you actually can scroll through to actually see the site links, and you can click on them and so forth. The old site links look just basically standard text links, and now that has been changed and it's officially rolling out in the mobile results. Talking about site links, Google is testing new AdWords site links, and Google's constantly testing these things. But here is the typical site links for AdWords. You can see here just typical site links, but Google's testing smaller ones, line-based ones, and also these. So you can see those over there. Bing has launched, or in their documentation at least, claim review markup, which is basically for using fact checking. So Google announced back in October, around all the fake news types of things going on, that they are releasing a new markup called claim review, and supporting a claim review markup that basically lets you say this is fact and this is not fact, and you can actually add a label to your content saying this is fact and not. And Bing is now supporting that. We don't see it in the Bing search results yet, but they're supporting the markup, which means probably they will release it. That was from Aaron Bradley. Google had added documentation for how to remove AMP content from the search results. So again, Google's not saying you should remove AMP content from the search results. Google's actually saying you should put AMP content in the search results. We want your AMP content. You want your pages in AMP format. But Google actually added a technical document on if you do want to remove it for some reason, you don't want your AMP content in Google search, these are the specific techniques you should use to do so. There's 3 methods, and as well they have hyperlinks to the actual popular CMS platforms and how to actually remove it. So definitely take a look at that if you are interested in removing your AMP. Speaking about AMP, Google is pushing AMP more and more internationally. It's very, very, very widely distributed in the U.S. results, but according to Rank Ranger, it is expanding rapidly across the globe in terms of how much AMP is showing up in the Google search results globally. Google is testing a new design for image search. This is pretty nasty, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but this was shared by Nirav, and you can see here, it basically shows you the image here. You zoom in a little bit. It shows you the image over here, and you can pan through those images over here as opposed to a normal Google search interface where it basically loads the image in its own little block, which is a nice touch in my opinion. So hopefully that won't go live, but Google is definitely testing that. Google is also testing a local panel question and answer box, similar to how Amazon handles the question and answers for their products. This is from Sergi. Basically, here's the box, question and answer. You could be the first to ask a question, and then obviously somebody will go ahead and hopefully give an answer to that. Google is testing a new See More, like a next button in the mobile search results. This is called, in this test, it's See More Results. And when you click on the See More Results, it dynamically loads the results below it. Instead of having a next button, which takes you to the next page, this will actually dynamically load the See More Results, or the More Results right below this box, which is being tested right now. Rank Ranger said at least 99% of the first page results has at least one HTTPS result in it. So they've been tracking this for a while. You can see the graph go up and up and up and up in terms of the one-page result with a one minimum HTTPS result, and that is increasing. So more and more webmasters are migrating over to HTTPS. Google Hotel Search has now added a feature for filtering for vacation rentals within Hotel Search. So all you need to do is click on the Accommodations tab and click on Vacation Rentals, and that is a new feature in Google Hotel Search. Google Maps is testing a toggle button for switching between in the map core results in the filter results. So if you want to toggle, I'm sorry, it's jumping all over the place. If you want to toggle, you can actually toggle between this view and that view by just clicking on this button right over here. Google has added a search box to their dictionary results. So if you do a search in Google and the dictionary box comes up, now you'll have an additional search box right above that to define something else if you wanted to. So that's a new small feature added to Google Define or Dictionary. AdWords is now letting you do bid adjustments for your click-to-call ads. So if you want to bid more for your phone call ads, your click-to-call ads, you could definitely do that now. That's a new feature that Google AdWords released this week. A funny mistake Google made this week was that yesterday, if you did a search for the owner of the Jets, what came up was Tom Brady. Obviously, he's not the owner of the Jets, but Sports Illustrated tweeted about it. The owner of Jets is obviously Woody Johnson. Google fixed that very, very quickly. Again, this just shows you how the knowledge panel can be fairly scary at some times. I wrote a blog post, is the SEO industry doomed, with so many different reporters leaving the industry, and the answer is no. But in short, I go ahead and discuss all the recent departures. And of course, with that, with Danny and Matt McGee leaving Search Engine Land, those who are taking over are Michelle Robbins and Ginny Marvin. Michelle Robbins is taking over Danny's role. Ginny Marvin is taking over Matt McGee's role. Both have vast knowledge and experience in the industry. Michelle Robbins has technical know-how as well in terms of coding for the technical SEO aspect. Ginny Marvin has practical and technical applications in paid search. They're both leaders in the industry. And I've been working with them for years, and it's very, very exciting to be working with them in more of a leadership role over here. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Again, today is Friday, July 28th. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.